Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really... Yo, what's good, everybody? Good morning. Let's go. What's good, everybody? Good. Everybody get everything. Yo, what's good, everybody? Good. Let me see. Hold on. What we got going on?
All we're looking for is what lies ahead, and you know, like I said, there's no reason to beat our chest about it. It's something.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is going on?
I think our whole football team, organization, fan base is really only worried about what we do this Saturday at 11 a.m. versus top 10 team in the country. We don't really concern ourselves with the opinions of others. It does you no good.
Coach Drinkwitz,
I can't sit there and complain about it.
Y'all might hear Coach Drinkwitz right now. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where the audio is.
Positive. So at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't affect us one way or the other.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem.
Next is Nathan King of Auburn Undercover.
Hi, Eli. A bit of a different question here. They're retiring Cam Newton's jersey this Saturday at Auburn, and I just wanted to ask, you know, with you having been on staff that season, sort of behind the scenes, what you remember, and I guess maybe was there a moment where you kind of knew he was going to be a different guy for Auburn that season?
Okay, there it is.
Oh man.
All right, y'all can hear Coach.
People about Cam Newton. He was a transformation.
Okay, y'all can hear him now. What's good, Tevin? Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see everybody in the chat, man. I had to make sure we had the audio right. Zach, can you hear the coaches talking now?
Accountable, but also creating light moments, making sure people were enjoying practice and having fun. You know, I think if you went back and look, I'm not sure many people would say Coach Malzahn had fun at practice, but yet Cam found a way to make it fun. And I think his transformational leadership obviously led us to the national championship. Is there a specific time that I thought, oh man, this guy's going to do something elite? I mean, there's so many different moments, whether it was the Arkansas State supposed to be a naked, he takes it 90 yards, whether it's against Clemson where we're down.
What's everybody doing today, man?
He takes over the second half.
I've been watching Missouri's game, and they haven't not shown me anything special. Not saying they aren't good, but it looks like the stats padded from the facts.
Whether it's LSU game.
All right, I'm going to turn them back down there.
I remember in the fourth quarter.
You can't hear him no more now. What's good? What's good? What's good, Sully? Shout out to all the viewers. We live on YouTube and Twitter right now. About to get in with Coach Kalen Deboer. See what the midweek teleconference brings us. Steve Moulton might ask a good question.
Started, I cannot help but think about your first game was against Alabama in that COVID year, and I remember the testing and all that. But given now fast forwarding to today, if you could look back on that first game and really that first season for you, how difficult was it to kind of build your foundation?
How do y'all like the setup? Y'all like the new setup?
Well, I think it was a starting block of building a brotherhood. There was a lot of challenges. Everybody had challenges.
Y'all like the new setup?
With COVID and whether or not you were going to play. I think the one thing that we did, we overachieved that year. I think there was a lot of people thought we would go winless. We went 5-5. I think we finished 6th or 7th in the SEC that year.
I want to ask Coach Eli, how does it feel to have a fresh a player that came in with him during COVID year,
that might be
playing on his roster this season?
I mean, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Mack was the quarterback. I can't even think about all the defensive players they had just choking us out. So that was a good team.
Out of both you and Alabama, putting a big
appreciate it. Trying to do a little something.
What does that do?
Everything sound good too right now, don't it? Music sound good.
Day of giving a big guy a football, Coach.
I mean, to each their own. I've done it before. We did it at Arkansas State.
Oh, he talking about our play.
It's got to be the right personnel, the right player. So, it ain't the first or the last time we'll see it. I know everybody gets excited about it, but it is what it is.
Oh, he trying to downplay it. The Caden Proctor play. What's up, Cindy?
Coach, thank you for your time today.
Hey, can I ask Kalen the first question, or is that inappropriate? Because I just want to know if he's going to wear that black hoodie or not. I call it the hoodie of death.
Actually, I would anticipate everyone on the call would probably vote yes for that.
Yes. Can y'all hear that? Y'all catching that clip? Hey, clip that. I need that clip.
And with that, we'll continue with Alabama's Kalen Deboer. The Crimson Tide will travel to Missouri.
Eli Drake was trolling already.
Central on ABC. For questions for Coach, use the raise hand function. And Coach, while we wait on those questions, if you could take a moment to
I'm great, sis. I'm great.
As you prepare for this week's game at Missouri.
Yeah, you bet. Like how our team has put together, some good games here at the start out SEC schedule. And we got to keep doing it. It gets harder and harder, and each and every week, just because the team you're playing, but also what it means. And so, like the mindset of our guys, they got a workman-like mentality coming each and every day to the facility and for practice, and gonna have to play our best, certainly against Missouri this week. Coach Drinkwood's done an awesome job, building this program over years, but this team in particular, explosive and playing team football at its best.
Coach, we'll begin with Charlie Potter of Bama Online.
Yeah, hey, Coach. When we were talking to Ty Simpson yesterday, he spoke really highly of Josh Cuevas, saying he has some of the best ball skills he's ever seen, but also how he's willing to put his face mask into people like he's 6'7". Just what have you thought of the way that Josh has really started the season here for you guys?
Yeah, Josh has just been really steady for us all year. Would have expected that just because known him here for a few years now, and he's very diverse for us. The ball skills exactly is on point with what Ty said. We trust him. He knows the offense. He works hard to make sure he understands the details of his responsibility. He's really come along as a leader on our team, and the physicality off the ball has always been there. And I think just through strength and putting on some size, the last year and a half, he's really become a good on the ball tight end too. And so you don't have to take him off the field for any downs. He's an every down player for us.
Uh-oh.
Coach, it looks like your next question is going to come from Eli Drinkwitz of Missouri Athletics.
Coach.
Hey, Kalen, are you going to wear the black hoodie of death on the sideline this game with us wearing black jerseys?
Oh, Coach Drink. I gotta fit in somehow. So yeah, I'm more than likely. We'll see what the forecast is. I kind of know, but yeah, I'm expecting that. So it's kind of got its own life of its own right now.
The black hoodie. I need somebody to clip this right now. Hey, we listening to the midweek teleconference.
Next will be Colin Gay of the Tuscaloosa News.
Well, to follow that, was wondering, Kalen, about how it seems like your time of possession over the course of the last, say, from last year to this year has taken a significant uptick. I'm curious about, is that just the offense moving the way you want it to? Is that been a point of emphasis in terms of offense?
I need everybody to go retweet that.
Oh, I think it's a combination of things. I think we execute better, so we stay on the field more consistently. I think we have done a better job
What up, chat?
Being consistent.
Listening to the midweek
specifically in the
teleconference.
run game,
When the
which
lights up.
has, helped us being down in distances. The clock's always moving, and we've done a good job finishing games. With the ball, drives that take 4, 5, 6, 8 minutes. That's definitely helped the stat itself and the time of possession at the end of the game. But I think there's we've always run the clock down through just our system of checks and motions and shifts. So we've never been a team and a program that really has an offense where, it's usually on the wrong end of time of possession unless we really aren't executing well or the defense can't get off the field.
Facts, Mary J.
And it seems like, I asked a couple defensive players that, are they prepared for the amount of time that Missouri holds onto the ball? And they said, we're used to it on the practice field. Is that something, is there a truth to that? Is there a level of stamina for defenses because of the experience they have against your offense?
Well, I think also the other piece, just going back to your first question, would be that, defense is getting off the field at times, and that helps with the time of possession too. But I think
the defense will be ready on Saturday. Bama by 15. I got you, Mike. Welcome in, guys. Everybody tap that screen. If you tapping in on YouTube,
and that happened when we go good on good.
Can they beat us through the air? I don't think so,
Jaquan. To really try to put that strain on our guys with longer and longer sessions where there was longer drives. We stacked more plays consecutively, and I think that's helped and paying off right now for us.
Facts.
Perfect. Thanks, Kalen.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Joseph Van Zimmerman of Missouri on SI.
Hey, Kalen, appreciate the time. I'm just wondering, kind of on that note of the time of possession for Missouri, just what your thoughts have been on their run game and how they've really used that to kind of enforce their playing style and the pace of the game.
Yeah, they clearly have an identity. I think they're very diverse still, though, with the ability to throw the ball. Just haven't had to as much, and that's a credit to what they've done through the run game. And they definitely, they're committed to it, and they have the players, and players certainly believe in what they're doing from a schematic standpoint. So, I think they haven't been pushed as hard to have to open things up, from the pass game standpoint, because I'm impressed with what they can do there. And, quarterback and receivers there too. So,
okay. I like that. All right.
Just a well-rounded offense.
I'm sorry, y'all. We're just doing the test right now. What's good, big homie? Good to see you, my boy. Is there secondary up to the task if Ty has time? I don't think so, man. I truly don't think so.
Coach, with
continue running likes
Coach
up. Let's get
Smook's
25 likes on the stream.
lighthearted moment in mind. I wonder. I'm curious. With you coming from outside the SEC, and I know SEC coaches don't have a whole lot of time to hang out and get to know each other, but is Coach Drink one of the guys that you have had a chance to visit with And
I like
guess
that
would
energy.
just ask
I like
your-
that energy
your
down
thoughts
south.
on him in terms of being the young, promising coach with what.
Hey, stick around. We're just trying to listen to Coach Kalen Deboer. That's why I'm not talking to y'all as much right now. This is live right now, the midweek teleconference. So Kalen Deboer is speaking right now.
You take notice of what he's done at different places, not just as a head coach, but even as an assistant. And so, his success, I mean, it's happened over and over at different places. And then, just what he's done now here, building Missouri and the program there to be, again, so consistent with the number of wins you see each year, their style of play, and a place that they, certainly the fan base has a lot of pride in. I think just as far as the relationship piece, I mean, it starts with the respect, but then there are times where, you cross paths for different reasons. There's, with even Coach Moore, the offense coordinator there, and so there's that history I had, and when he's trying to hire a coach, there's conversations you have, and happy for his success. You're always rooting for the guys that do it the right way.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Next is David Eckert of the Austin American Statesman.
Hey, Kalen. Appreciate the time today. I was just curious. I mean, it looks like a quarter of your transfer class this offseason was offensive linemen, and that got me thinking, I guess, how easy or difficult is it to find offensive linemen who are capable of playing at Alabama at the level that you require at that place in the transfer portal? What's that process like?
Roll Tide 1-0 Saturday. Fact Square Business. What's good?
So like Cam Dewberry in particular. Yeah, and I guess Parker came in a year ago. So I guess there are some guys that have come in, throughout their career here. But I guess,
Cindy, we got like a 78% scoring rate in the red zone.
I guess the essence of what I'm asking you is, when you go into the transfer portal, looking for offensive linemen or defensive linemen or really whatever, I mean, what percentage or how easy is it for you to find guys who are capable of playing at Alabama? I mean, is it tough to kind of go through all of those names? What's that process like?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't think a lot of teams give up their best guys, aren't just going to let them go enter the portal. And so I think that's where it starts. I mean, of course, there are some, and, we've picked up a couple guys that I think have done a really nice job helping our program out this year.
Yeah.
And, that's going to be the case each and every year. But
hey, I appreciate y'all for coming in and
really
chatting it up, too.
What you're looking for, what your needs are, and make sure it's a good fit. Transfers come in, usually for a reason.
Don't forget, you could donate, too, today. Super chats.
Fit where you're at,
direct donos.
fit, where they're at in their career and what they're looking for.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Kellen.
Venmo, PayPal, Cashapp, all that. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Kalen, wanted to ask about
I got Nick.
rugby balls for the receivers using those in practice. Kind of what's the purpose behind that, and how does that help them?
It's just something we've done throughout the years, just changing up. I mean, you catch all sizes of, and different types of balls, from tennis balls to obviously football is really what matters. But you just change it up. The size and of a tennis ball, and that can help you with certain things, and just the focus to balls that be heavier, and just hand strength and all that kind of stuff. So there's different reasons. It isn't something new that we just pulled out here this week or the last couple of weeks. It's been something that we've done over many years, and just part of kind of our normal in season, but especially off season, ball drill work.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Coach will finish you up with Kennington Smith of the Associated Press.
Hey, Coach Deboer, hope you're doing well. Wanted to ask you about Caden Proctor and just his growth process since your time being in Alabama. How has he kind of grown into this player that you trust, not only to have a huge responsibility on the offensive line, but also take on other things and other roles in the offense as he's done in the last two games?
Sure. Yeah, I think the first thing is I gained a lot of trust in him just by how he approached coming back in the first place. He approached it with a lot of humility, and just how he handled it. You could see that work was never an issue for him. He's all about the work. He's all about the grind in the weight room, and he's got that edge to him, on the football field. But you can see, just technically him come along and improve. He's really continued to work on improving his body composition and everything. That's still continuing to happen. It's been a sign of a show of commitment to that. It has led to really good results here, and so I'm certainly proud of how it's coming together for him across the board, from the mental side of things and emotional side, to also just how he's physically continuing to improve and technically on the football field. And so him and Parker, I think, have really done a great job leading our offensive line, and the other guys have been pushed to continue to improve as well.
Coach, thank you for your time. Next up on the call today will be Kentucky's Mark Stoops. The Wildcats are open this week prior to hosting Texas on October 18th. For questions for Coach, please use the raise hand.
All right, chat, we're going to get up out of that. Give me 2 seconds to get this tweet out, chat. Hey, Maz, give me 2 seconds. All right, let me get out of this. All right, chat, y'all ready to get into it, man? Let's get into a quick conversation before we get out of here. So, what I'm getting from this this midweek check-in, man, and it wasn't many there weren't much to take from it, other than just getting a status update from how everything is looking with Alabama right now, getting the overall climate check of the team. Now, I seen some comments in here. We're going to go through the comments real quick and kind of respond to them and have a little conversation around them here for the next, how much time we got left? I can't even see my ticker. Okay, we got about 20 minutes left, so we're going to have some conversations around your comments. So load up the comments as I get this tweet out. And if you aren't following me on Twitter, it's at Coach Smook on Twitter. Go look at some of the things I'm tweeting right now, and go help your boy get the message out. There's a few hot things that I want to highlight from the interview. First of all, how about Coach Eli Drinkwitz jumping in and getting an opportunity to ask Coach Kalen Deboer a question? I hope somebody was able to clip it. Do I have any of my mods in here that know how to clip? Zach, did you clip that? We need that clip. We need that. Coach Eli Drinkwitz asking Coach Deboer if he's going to wear the black hoodie. Man, I need a graphic made and everything, so I'm gonna hurry up and get off of this. Zach, I need y'all working. Where my mods at? I need y'all working. I need that clip ASAP. Send me the link in the Discord, in the mod chat. I need my mods working. All right, but we got what else? I'm sorry, I got in game mode trying to get something accomplished. We on a mission. I've been cooking all morning. DeMarco, what's good, man? DeMarco, what's good, man? Good to see you in the chat, man. Run your questions. Let me scroll up a little bit. Y'all running the comments up. We got 67 total viewers between both platforms. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, y'all. Let's see what we got. Run the likes up, too. We need them 25 likes on YouTube. Definitely want them likes. We got 32 in the chat on YouTube. Definitely get them 25. What up, Coach Smook? Roll Tide. What up, Melvin? Good to see you, man. Supporting truth. Okay, that was weird. All those emojis. I feel like 3 solid quarters for this team is good enough to win. 4 solid quarters is big enough for a win. I mean, we had 4 solid quarters last game against a good Vanderbilt team. I don't know why people think a good win is just blowing a team out. This is a good Missouri team. This is an experienced team. This is an experienced coach. This is a team when healthy. Last year they played they played very competitive. So this year they're experienced, they're healthy. They have a offense that to me hasn't been tested truly. Been able to match up. There hasn't been teams on their schedule yet that have been able to match up with them, player for player, other than South Carolina. And you see how that game was against them. Went for them. And I look at how Vanderbilt played South Carolina and how Missouri played South Carolina. I don't think the two makeups are the same. I know the media wants us to believe that Vanderbilt and Missouri have similar aspects, but I don't think so. I don't think Missouri is a quarterback driven offense. Vanderbilt is quarterback driven. I don't think you could get a ball to Cedric Alexander 34 times and they could carry a game like you can to this running back for Missouri, Ahmad. Isn't it Ahmad Berry or something like that? What's the young man's name from Missouri, chat? He's going to be the key. So just like if you all paid attention to Coach Womack's interviews yesterday, he made a statement, and I'm going to do a reaction to it today. Y'all be seeing me put a lot of clips out, but this is my reaction to it. Basically, last week you want to take away Pavio, right? You kept him under 200 passing, and you didn't let him hurt you in the rushing attack. You didn't let his legs hurt your offense, and they only scored a total of 14 points in the game. An offense that was averaging 31 coming into the game, or 29, something like that. So now I believe this game, your key should be taking away the quarterback running backs. I mean the duo of backs that they have. Your QB running backs in the run action. Everybody knows they're going to try to attack us in the run game. Everybody feels like, for some reason, because of the explosives, and if you look at Alabama's defense outside of the explosive runs that we've given up this game, we've bottled defenses up. We've held them to 3.1 yards per carry. Last game against Vanderbilt, outside of the 67-yarder, the 2 weeks ago against UGA, outside of the 6 explosive runs, all the 22 other runs were held to a 2.1 yard per carry clip. And then you go against Vanderbilt, and it's the same similar product, 2.6 yards per carry, outside of the 65-yarder from Cedric Alexander, and then the 38-yard scramble by Diego Pavia. So this run defense is starting to tackle better. The defense is starting to tackle better. It's about getting guys to buy into the fits and seeing the balance of the offensive lines and how they're aligning pre-snap from our defense. So that's going to help us this week. What's another question? I saw. Let me get another comment in here. Let's go. Smook, the game plan is to stop their running back, make the quarterback make plays. I think we go for 2 interceptions and win 35-14. I think that's sort of the game plan. This quarterback, I think we could force him into making a lot of mistakes if we have to rely on it, but it's not like he's a horrible passer. We're going to have to be disciplined on the back end. I've been doing some tests with the NCAA live game simulation, and I might have to run it this week for the live game sim with some personnel. And I told you all that Dijon Lee is a lockdown corner. I told you all Cam Calhoun is a lockdown guy. Chuck McDonough is a lockdown guy. Xavier Brown can be, but he has struggled in coverage. And to his credit, though, we haven't seen him panic in coverage this season. Now, the BS call that they called on him on the goal line against Georgia, that was a ticky-tack foul. You on the goal line, you within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. You got a big 6'4", 6'5" wide receiver in Colby Young trying to box a 6'2", 6'1" defensive back out. I think you should allow that physicality to take place, a little grabbing and hand fighting and all that stuff. So that was a BS call. Two more likes to get to 25 likes on the stream too, man. Appreciate y'all for coming in and tapping the stream and hitting the like button. If you're on Twitter, retweet it. Let them know that we're live. We're here for another. We said we was only going to go 30 minutes, but we're going to go past 30 minutes, y'all. We're going to go ahead and go for the full hour. I'm feeling like talking now. So, looking at it, though, Hardy. Yeah, what's his last name? What's his first name? What's his first name? That was definitely a good troll job. Facts. By Coach Eli Drinkwitz. If y'all weren't in here to listen to it live, Coach Drinkwitz, to end his part of the midweek teleconference, comes out and he says, wait, guys, before you go, do you think, is Kalen Deboer after me? And they was like, yeah. He was like, do you think it'll be okay if I ask him a question? If I start his segment off with a question? And then he gets in and he asked if Kalen Deboer if it's going to be wearing the black hoodie. If Kalen Deboer is going to be wearing the black hoodie this weekend for the game. So he's worried. He's worried, Chad. Great troll job. Let's see. What do we got? That was definitely a good troll job. Know what I meant. When they play 4 quarters, I think they win big. If they have a slow quarter, I think the game will be closer. Who's calling me? I don't want to hear that. If they still they think think they win, but it might be closer. Okay, that was kind of confusing. Trying to read that. Do you think we get a score like last year, Smook? I don't think we shut them out. They are healthy this year. Last year, they were missing a lot of players. It showed up in the third quarter. They were competitive in the first quarter, but they were missing so many guys, man. I don't think they had any starting receivers out there. We didn't. Luther Burden was hurt, I believe. Or was that even? I don't even think he was with them last year. Am I tripping? Like that, it was a bad game. So yeah, hit that black hoodie, something serious. But no, I think, and I'm trying to say my score prediction. I've been doing a bad job of keeping my score prediction to the Friday call-in, the Friday morning call-in, which is tomorrow, 8 a.m. Make sure y'all tapped in, man. Make sure y'all are tapped in. Wait, today is Wednesday. Am I tripping? Today Wednesday, right? Okay. Not tomorrow. Y'all better not show up here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow morning. Show up Friday morning, 8 a.m. But nah, I'm trying to say my score prediction, and I'm getting clips of all y'all score predictions in the chat. We got live chat replay going back with the stream. So when I go back and watch, I get to see y'all comments and stuff. So that's pretty vibey. But yeah, more comments. I see 2 picks as well. I can see it, like especially with some of the reports from practice this week with Cam Calhoun, starting to get a little bit more work and getting a little bit more looks. Hopefully it's not just window dressing for transition, because I really think we'll get better quality coverage if we was to mix it up a little bit in the secondary. And I'm talking about let's really allow these guys to be in cover situations. Stop dropping these guys in zone so much. Allow these guys to be a little aggressive. I know the vision coverage scheme relies on you to be patient, being able to see wide variety peripherals of the field. But I think in some cases, this the way that you want to play up front requires that aggressive jam, zero type coverage, head up coverage in the secondary. And I think we have the assets to do it. You got big defensive backs. I think your smallest defensive back right now is 5'11", 185. And that's not small. That's good size for slot corner. It's good size for a boundary corner. Like, that's not small. But everybody else is 6'2" and taller, and they're all like 190 plus. Everybody in that room. So, and you got big guys like Damani Jackson and Dijon Lee. You got guys that's packing on weight, 6'2". Chuck McDonald in that secondary room, probably going to end up redshirting this year. But if you was to roll him in a game like this and he's able to produce, maybe you got a late bloomer in this season. But you got some depth there. You got an opportunity, because the good thing about redshirting now, there's no cutoff week to redshirt. Like, you can play 4 games in a season. As long as you don't play more than 4 games, you can retain a year. So a guy like Chuck McDonald, Ivan Taylor, guys that I know can get in basic schemes on back end coverages and make the right plays, or at least fly to make the right plays. I want to see some of that energy, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it. One thing for sure. If we don't see guys like Cam Calhoun, when guys are struggling like Dijon Lee, Damani Jackson and Xavier Brown, when those guys are struggling, I understand they had great spots last year, great moments, great seasons last year, all SEC, however you want to rank it. But if we're going to keep the same persona across the locker room, right, about playing guys that's ready, we see it happening in the offensive line with Jaden Roberts, Wilkin Formby. We see that right side has been seeing a lot of rotation. Haven't seen as much from the left side, and when we do, it's more so just Cam Dewberry and Will Sanders kind of rotating out, and it's been working. So, but you're seeing it happen with the right guard position, because Geno Vandermark, during Jaden Roberts' time being down, Geno Vandermark made some strides in one, putting on weight, getting a little size on him, but 2, just understanding the scheme and being able to effectively be balanced in all areas of protection. That's run blocking and pass pro, right? Getting out of space. The athleticism is showing up. Nowhere near the strength that you get from Jaden Roberts in the run blocking. Nowhere near the push that you're getting, but solid, consistent push that to the point where you can really play call and game plan around what he provides for your offensive line and protection, right? Same thing in the tight end room. You see it happen with Caleb Edwards. Danny Lewis is hurt. You got all this open space, Brody Dalton gets nicked up. He was making strides, right? Now you see a true freshman and Marshall Pritchard. Y'all remember he had a minor operation in the offseason. Caleb Edwards shows up this fall, already has the size, gets in the weight room, offseason workouts, doing things to get caught up in the playbook, gets in, understands the basics, and does that consistently, building on daily. It works out for you. So if you're going to have that persona across the platform, across the locker room, let's do it at every spot. And I do see some spots in that secondary where we could see some rotation. I see where we could see more reps for guys like Drake Kirkpatrick. The young man is great for run fits. I don't think we see that type of break against Vanderbilt if Kirkpatrick is in the game at that point. And I know it's at the beginning of the game, and you probably don't want to see your second string or your third safety in the room rotated in that early. But if it's a problem that's showing up each game, where Keon's eyes might get lost in those certain situations, you got a running situation coming up. Let's just prepare for it, because Kirkpatrick hasn't been bad in coverage either. And then for your passing concepts, I would love to see Zay Mincy out on the field a lot more. If you're going to run a lot of zone, drop eights, I don't mind Mincy in there. I don't want him in there on the one high reads when he got zero underneath. Or I mean, you can go two man with Mincy too. I just play to all the. If you're gonna do that, let's play to their strengths. But as far as complete cover corner, complete guy, complete defensive back, Dijon Lee is the guy that's surging right now. Cam Calhoun is somebody that I evaluated, and I would just like to see him in some meaningful action to see if it's legit. I like what I saw in this film from Utah. I would love to see him in some action, because I seen what I'm getting from Deshaun Jones, and it's not quality. Yeah, I see him in run support on some gang tackles. He might find himself, cleaning something up every now and then, but he's not effective in the slot blitz, the slot corner blitz. Is none of that. It's not. I like how aggressive Red Morgan played coming off the boundary last week. So I just want to see the persona or that message portrayed across the whole locker room, and I would like to see some other guys get some opportunities. His whole career, what were we talking about? He proved it his whole career this season. The coaching staff refuses to play him. You talking about Zach? I mean, are you talking about Cam? I wonder how Ivan Taylor would do at corner. No. It's certain aspects in guys in the secondary that thrive at safety that you just would not get at corner. Eddie Jackson. Let's just think about when Eddie Jackson came in as a corner. He played corner in high school because you're a natural athlete. You can be on the perimeter. He played some receiver. He was a natural athlete, right? He could track the ball good. He had decent speed. But then you get to the next level where you're getting guys that's game planning for you, and they can see how tight your hips is, how your range is, how your turnover speed is. And that's where I think Ivan Taylor is not a corner. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with Tony Mitchell when he was at Bama. He's not a corner. A box safety or one high safety, put him in those situations. I think he'll grow into the one high safety type, the high safety type feel, but a box safety true and true. You want him close to the box. You want him close to the box. You want him in the overhang. Underneath, second level, second phase concepts, he can handle it. Third phase concepts, playing over a slot or something like that, not being able to kind of play the field, robber type technique, he struggled. Not saying he can't grow into it, but I think right now where he would thrive if he was to be thrown into it right now, it'll be in that box safety role, playing a lot of run support underneath, hook curl type, dive into the flats, taking away the flats type of concepts to play to his strengths. And but honestly, that's why you see a guy like Bray Hubbard get so many reps, because he's good in all phases, and he gives you third linebacker field, fourth linebacker field in the box, in the middle of the field. So that's what I think you get from Ivan Taylor also. All right, another top. Ivan Taylor's a true safety. Facts. If Cam was better, he would be on the field. Cam, Josh, you don't think Cam's good? You don't think Cam deserves an opportunity? And the fact that he's on the roster as the second guy behind Damani Jackson, right? And we don't see Damani Jackson getting pulled much. That's what's concerning to me. And Cam has gotten limited reps. Same way Dijon Lee was before last game. So I'm more so posing the question as in this, or if we're going to see guys rotated when they make mistakes like Xavier Brown did, right? And that's what the case seems to be. Let's see guys with proven film and proven tape get our opportunity in live gameplay, so we could see if they're ready or not. For you to say that if he was better, the fact of the matter is the best player doesn't always play on the roster. We've seen that happen during Saban era. Like, why you trying to take shots if he was better? What do you mean if he was better? He's clearly one of the best corners in the nation. Was the number 3 Porter corner coming from Utah. He didn't have to leave Utah. Came to Alabama because we needed the depth. Gets here, learns the scheme, and we're seeing Deshaun Jones make mistakes consistently. We're seeing Damani Jones make big mistakes. We're seeing Xavier Brown make big mistakes. I see Dijon Lee getting out there getting an opportunity. Why can't Cam Calhoun get one? Yeah. I'm just saying, Josh. You're saying it like Cam can't go watch some of his film from when he played at Utah, and then you'll understand why I want to see him get an opportunity. I don't want to see another Trey Amos situation. We lost Trey Amos to Ole Miss after Coach Saban, right? We lost Trey Amos to Ole Miss. Trey Amos goes to Ole Miss and becomes a first-round draft pick. Leads the is top 5 in SEC as far as pass breakups. His cover grade was the second highest coming into the draft. All of these good things happen because we kept him sitting behind veteran presence or guys that were quote unquote practicing at a high level. Some guys just aren't practice guys. I believe we have the same situation, not just with Cam Calhoun happening, but Keon Keeley. I think Keon Keeley goes out there with his limited reps, and he wants so bad to show that he is able to make big plays or be an impact that he gets himself caught up in unnecessary mesh in the run game when he could be mauling and freaking handling his business. So, Trey Amos, and I think we played, what's the other young man we got from LSU? Number 7, I forget his name. We waited too late to play him. He mentally checked out. Eli Ricks would have been, I think he mentally checked out when he got to Bama, and that seniority crap was being thrown at him, that you don't know every play in the playbook. Okay, coach, well, guess what? If I'm your best cover corner and I could shut down half of the field, why are you making it so confusing anyways? You literally had Coach Prime last year with Travis Hunter, and I forget the other corner he had, and the type of safety play he had for 2 years at Colorado, right? The DB play at Colorado was immaculate. You want me to tell you why? Because they played a lot of like two cloud with zone concept for their corners. They gave their corners a whole like half of the field on even sets. This was a session. This was a season for them where you kind of saw like when you have true, like Alabama used to be able to do. Sit your guy too high, give your strong safety a leverage to be there close to the line of scrimmage for run support, 8 to 10 yards off the ball, one high 12 to 14 off the ball. Cloud your line of scrimmage, cloud the box, not crowd, but cloud, CLOUD, cloud the box. Meaning make it confusing. Have your guys 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because you have it. Big homie, I'm right there with you. I think Cam needs to be that nickel corner where Deshaun Jones is. And then I think you see I don't think you see the weaknesses in the safeties. I think you allow, when you have a guy like Cam in the nickel corner spot, I think you allow a guy like Keon Sapp to be kind of overly aggressive trying to make run fits on play action, right? Or if he gets a step behind, you're not two guys out of phase. So that's what I'm trying to get at with getting this rotation. But what other comments we got? Trey went second round. Okay, I thought he went first round. I could have sworn he went first round. Oh, he was projected first round. I just got the clip. Not clip, but the link. Look at my mods. Zach, did you get the clip? Let me see. I want that clip, man. That was Beautiful. Let me see, Zach. Let me see if he got it. Yep, here it is. Oh, it ain't gonna hear it over the music. All right. So, yeah. Eli Ricks, Kirkpatrick should play more. 100% Mike Jones. McKinley at Colorado. I like McKinley at Colorado right now. Who else did we lose? Didn't another one of our DBs hit the portal and go to Colorado? I know Caleb Odom over there. Just to get switched to tight end. That was pretty cool. Came to Bama and begged to go to X receiver and don't like to block and then have to go back to play tight end. How ironic, chat. How ironic. Not necessarily behind him because Amos played nickel corner. Amos got to play the nickel corner at Ole Miss. And then he went and played for Pete Golden and thrived in the Pete Golden scheme. How ironic. And y'all sitting here calling for Kevin Steele and Jeremy Pruitt and all them cats to come back. Pete Golden had a way of play calling. It was like break but bend a lot, or bend a lot and break sometimes, but it will work out for the most part. You look at how the game is changing now. Ole Miss defense is legit week in and week out. His play calling style, the way he, the game planning for it, the way he has guys in position, they solid. So, that's going to do it for today's post-practice report, y'all. A few practice reports. That's not going to do it. A few reports from practice today, this morning's practice. You had a lot of, not awareness drills. What do I want to call it? Eye candy drills, so to say, happening. There's a feel that, Vandy did not use that part of their offense enough, and they were so relying on their belief that they got that much better since last year that they didn't need the eye candy. They felt like they could win a lot of one-on-ones, and it showed up in the game. But one thing that Kane Womack did defensively, having those guys prepared for all the eye candy, it put them on a different level of alertness. And I think that's why you saw the effectiveness and the ability to adjust from the defense in the second half compared to the first half. So we'll pay close attention to that. We'll break a little bit down today. I'll be going live here in about 2 hours. In about an hour. I'll be live in about an hour on TikTok, doing some gaming content, and then tomorrow we'll have our live game simulation, Alabama versus Mizzou live game simulation headset talk with Coach Smook. And I'll be ready to have some fun with y'all. What happened? But y'all have a good day, man. And remember, y'all, look, don't forget to, if you want to become a member of the AAA family, man, definitely think about doing it and joining the AAA, the community here on the Coach Smook Network. Easily just type ! Capital AAA, and it'll pull up the link for you. If you want to donate, we got donation links, ! PayPal, ! Cash App, and Venmo. If you do any three of those commands, it'll bring up the link. Shout out to I just seen somebody had a dono, man. Let me see who this is. Let me see, chat. I want to pull it up. Y'all know I got to put it on the screen. Oh, yo, shout out to Square Biz for the $5 dono, man. Direct dono to the Cash App, the network Cash App. Appreciate that for the direct dono, Square Biz, and for everybody else with the likes. Please, I see 42 in the chat right now, 44 in the chat right now. Please hit the like button right now over there on YouTube, man. We've been hitting 50 likes on every live stream that's lasted for more than an hour. So I want to try to change the algorithm. I want to try to hit that 50 likes. I know 25 does a certain amount, but 50 brings in a much higher viewership. So if we can get this live video, even if you're watching it post live, if we can get it up to 50 likes, it's going to help us grow and more people are going to see it. So y'all don't have to do as much sharing. But while you're here, still do the sharing for your boy. But remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed. Bye.